Good afternoon, everyone. How's everybody doing on this Sunday afternoon? I'm doing okay. Just had me a nap, talked to my brother. He said he may come up. You know, they didn't have the funeral of my sister-in-law yet, so it's going to be coming up on, I think it's Thursday. So he may come up. He said he may come up. He'll let me know if he's coming. How y'all doing this afternoon? I hope you're doing well. I'm doing well, except for you know what, the croaker, the oink, not the oink oink, the ribbit. I'm trying to turn the TV down at the same time, y'all. You know I can't chew gum and talk at the same time. And I'm watching, what are those people called, the Congress, those guys, and the Patel, the head of the FBI or whatever he is, I don't know. But anyway, I guess he's been cross-examined today. It's a hot mess, I'm telling you, y'all. Total disaster. It's a shame for them to get up there and do that on live TV. I mean, it's bad enough that you're trying to do it behind closed doors, but these people are openly doing it. Whew. You know, oh shoot, almost spit. Let me take this gum out. It almost went down my throat. And that did happen to me before. I was chewing gum, and I don't know if I breathed in or sucked into, and the gum just slipped right down my throat. And I have woke up with gum in my mouth at night. I went to sleep with gum in my mouth. So I said, I got to get away from this gum. This is a bit much when you're going to sleep with it in your mouth, and then it's running down, it's sliding down your throat. But I guess it came out all right, and everything like that. I don't think, I don't know if it stuck to anything inside. I didn't look to see if it came out, but I'm assuming that it, came out. What do you think? Put your answer on down there in the comments. You think it came out? I remember a long time ago, they used to say down south. I don't know where I got this from, y'all, but used to say down south that when a woman got pregnant, and a little kid, they hear these things that adults are saying, and they take it to be true, okay? So, say for instance somebody gets pregnant, and so the people are walking around, they're probably joking or something like that. And then somebody might say, well, she swallowed a watermelon seed, so the watermelon's growing in her belly. And don't you know, for a long time, I was afraid to eat a watermelon seed. That's the truth, y'all. That's no joke, because I heard them saying it. Oh my God, if I swallow a watermelon seed, a watermelon's going to grow inside of me and make my belly big like that. I don't know, yeah. And another thing, my grandmother used to say, never let a boy put his whatchamacallit in you. I never knew what the heck a whatchamacallit until I was 17, 18 years old. I guess that's a whatchamacallit. Oh, brother. And then they got a candy bar that I used to love called whatchamacallit. I don't know if they still make those, do they? I'm not sure, but I used to love them. I used to eat it up like ice cream. But anyway, I'm stop being silly, y'all. But that's a true story that I just said about that watermelon seed. That, you're afraid to eat it because you might grow a watermelon inside of you. So you spit the watermelon seed out. Now I got an eyelash in my eye. I don't have that many eyelashes, as you know, but I'm always getting them in my eye. As a matter of fact, every time I go to the eye doctor, they have to get eyelash. There's one in this one too. There's one in here right now. I can feel it. And they get it out, and I put drops in the eyes, but it still won't wash itself out. Because I guess it's because I got dry eye. I don't know. I don't know what the situation is. But every now and then, I can feel it. Yeah. I hope I ain't boring y'all too much this afternoon. My peach dumpling biscuit, it was okay, except for it was gooey under the bottom. But the top was pretty good, you know, as long as you get some peaches with it. As a matter of fact, the sugar part was perfect. It wasn't too sweet. It was just right for me, you know, but for someone else, maybe not. And the nutmeg, I put some nutmeg in there. And that was just right. Everything was just right, except that gooey bottom. And I didn't eat the gooey bottom. But the next time I will know better. I will, you know, probably take which I pulled the biscuits apart. And then I sort of pulled them out with my hand. But I think the next time, if I make one, I'm going to use my rolling pin and actually roll it out better. And then I'm going to use a different pan. That I know I'm going to do. Yeah. And so that's all I've been up to, y'all. I ain't been up to nothing except, like I said, I talked to my brother. My daughter came over yesterday, brought me some more bottles. I don't know what made her think I want some bottles. She gonna add some more. She had bought me some bottles before, but I think they were supposed to go to the Redemption Center. And she's got like the 2-liter bottles. And so the 2-liter bottles are taking up a lot of room. It will be all right as long as I don't have a whole bunch of other bottles. And which is right now, my bottles are down because I took them back to the store the other day. But the 2 liters usually take up too much room for me. That's why I don't buy 2-liter, you know, the 2-liter sodas and stuff. Well, I buy 2-liter sodas, you know, for myself, my own personal use. But she got her son, and I guess he's playing his game and he wants something to drink while he's playing his game. And I drink something when I'm playing my games too. I usually drink coffee. Which this morning I had coffee and I realized, oh goodness, I should have bought that $22.99 can of coffee when I went to Walmart the other day. But I said no. And then I looked, I think it's on Amazon. I said, let me see how much this costs on Amazon. Guess, $30. Yes, sir, $30. And the same coffee was at Walmart for $22.99, and I forgot how much it was at Stop and Shop. But I was shocked to see that bigger difference. Let me see if I can look it up. 3 ones. Computer. Oh shoot! I forgot my PIN number. Wait a minute, I was just on here. I just typed it in wrong, y'all. Don't get nervous saying that cuckoo. Might be a little cuckoo. Let's see, where is it? I don't know if I'm gonna be able to show you though. Oh, there is one for, that's $26, but yesterday. Oh, that's a smaller can. Let's see if I can get my thing to come over here so y'all can see it. I don't know if this is working or not, y'all, but I'm trying to twist this thing over here. And I can't turn my computer around. Maybe take the phone off. You know what? That would be the solution to the problem right there. Just oh, shoot. I'm doing some great video. Can't zoom in at all. No, I guess you can. Oh, there. That's it. Okay. All right. Right there. I hope that's it. Now, that's the small one for $26. And this is the one I usually get, $31.90. But I make no mistake, last night when I was looking it up, it was $30. I don't know what's going on, y'all. I know I don't think I want none. I think I might go back to Walmart and get that. But by the time I go to, oh shoot, now I'm trying to put my phone back. By the time I go back over to Walmart to try to talk about I'm going to get the one for $22, well, might as well say $23. and then pay my driver $5 there, $5 back. I might as well go ahead and get this one over here at Amazon, or either go to Stop and Shop. Well, I forgot how much that one was at Stop and Shop. I'll tell you, the prices are getting so terrible, y'all. You can't even really buy anything that you actually enjoy. And that's one thing that I do enjoy. Enjoy my coffee in the morning. And I'm looking at the sale paper. I don't think it was in the sales paper. See, this is Stop and Shop sale paper. And I plan to go there. I was going to go today. Because I'm out of coffee. I got, I got enough to make maybe 1 cup. Nope. I don't see coffee. I think coffee is not made here in the U.S. anyway, is it? So they probably got to pay a tariff. Nope, I don't see. No. I don't see it in this sales paper. This is this week's. But I'm imagining that they're probably charging a tariff for the coffee because the coffee, I don't think coffee grows here. It's like is it Colombian beans? Where does coffee grow at? I don't know. I'm not sure. I never actually thought of it until this tariff thing done make my coffee go up so high I can't afford it hardly. But I'm not going to deprive myself of, the one thing that I do enjoy. I've seen times, when I was drinking beer, I'd spend that on a day. $30. In a day. Drinking beer and smoking cigarettes. A day, y'all. That's how much money would be spent in a day. Not a month. This is a month, at least a month or a month and a half worth of coffee. Probably 2 months. I think I buy a canister of coffee maybe every 2 months. So which would boil down to maybe roughly $13 a month. Yeah, that's all it is. I think Walmart delivers too. I'm gonna see if I can get Walmart to bring me some coffee. Instead of Amazon. Amazon, you're a little bit too high, baby. Sorry. Unless I get something else to go with it now. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I need. Paper towels, maybe. That's the one thing I said I was going to cut back or either cut out. Because it's a waste of money. But the weird thing is, once you get used to them, you're used to reaching right over there and grab it, wipe something up, wipe something off the floor, whatever the case may be. You got a paper towel. I know I'm going to miss it. And I remember like back in the day when I was married, we didn't buy I think about the only time I had paper towels when I got married, when I was married, is if I was cooking on a holiday or something. I was cooking big dinners and stuff. Might buy a roll or two of paper towels then, but it seemed like I just can't remember buying them. I remember buying napkins. No, I didn't waste money like that because we didn't have the money to waste like that. Use a dish towel or a dishcloth or whatever was your wiping needs, and you use the mop for the floor. Oh, I know. I could order some. No, I didn't order no water. I got some water. I'll order some water next week. Or either I'll go to the store by that time and get me some water. And another place I need to check out for the coffee is the Family Dollar. I'm going to check Family Dollar. I know they have coffee, but I don't know. Sometimes they don't have what they have in the regular supermarkets. It seems like I've seen Folgers, unless that was some other coffee in a different, the same color can. You know how they try to copy up a famous name brand stuff and get you all confused and stuff, and you get home and realize you done got the wrong one. It happened to me, and it could happen to you too, if it hasn't already, yeah. Oh, I don't know what I'm going to do this evening. I guess I'm going to watch a movie. I was going to call my sister, but I'm not going to call her. Actually, I feel like taking a nap. And dinner is already done. I'm happy as a pig in a powder. Yeah, and what a pig like to lay down in. I was brought up on the farm, y'all, so I know these things. If you're a city, you don't really know too much about farming. And a lot of people, I watch, what's it, Helen Plant-Based Beauty. That's what her name is, Plant-Based Beauty. She used to go by Helen H. I don't know if she still uses that name or not, but I've been watching her for, on and off for years and years. And she knows a lot about stuff like that. Yeah, she be growing stuff out there in her yard and stuff. And my daughter tried to grow some stuff, and she got the insects are coming, the bees and the wasps and the whatever that comes around. When you got a garden, this is what you got to look out for, those little things like that. Uh, she had a greenhouse, I think it was, and she said she sold it to her neighbor or she gave it to her neighbor because of but that's when ooh, I was trying to, that was a notification telling me someone was posted a video or something. But anyway, she started up wasps with bees, and she lived in an apartment with a balcony. She had a little greenhouse out there, and I guess you can buy it. I never actually seen it, but this is the way she described it to me. You could keep it out there on your balcony, because it's a small greenhouse. And you grow your stuff in there, and then here comes the swarms. And I guess she got scared and didn't want to be bothered, so she got rid of it. But Helen H. knows her stuff. She is really good at whatever it is she's doing now. I don't know if she was brought up on a farm or if this is something that she learned how to do herself. Because see, now I'm saying this to let you know that just because you live in a city, you can still have a garden. Oh, yeah. One of my neighbors, years ago, I remember she used to have stuff growing. I had one porch. We lived in like a duplex apartment, apartment over here and apartment over here, like that, side by side. And her porch was right next to mine, a nice big porch we had. I used to have flowers, not flowers, but plants, house plants all around my porch. They were so beautiful, y'all. I had so many different varieties of plants. And I got a lot of the, what you call it? I guess the branches that I had. You know how somebody break you off a little piece of plant and give it to you? Well, the lady next door, she was an elderly lady that lived next door to me. She and my sister used to go to they belonged to the same church. And they used to go to the same church. And, I used to go from time to time to that same church. And she lived directly next door to me. And she was a green thumber with the plants. And so she would give me a little piece of plant and I would grow it. Oh, my plants just grew so beautiful. I had and they was all around my porch. But it's not about me I'm talking about. I'm talking about the lady next door, across from me. Okay, she grew little garden on her porch. And I remember that. And she had like a pot, like a regular terracotta flower pot. And she would have the tomatoes growing up out of there. Every now and then she'd come out and get us, get the tomatoes off the vine. She had quite a few. And then I think she had some, what other thing that grew up? I don't know if it was beans. She had a couple of pots out there on the porch. Beautiful. She even gave me a couple of tomatoes. And we had a tree of pears. It wasn't actually in our backyard, but they would fall over the fence into my yard. The pear tree from the neighbor's yard next door in the backyard. This is the same house. I don't know. That neighborhood, come to think of it, had, some fruit trees and stuff. And those pears were good. I mean, they were so mellow. You know, once they turned yellow and everything, they would be so mellow. My kids would go out there and get them some, which the people next door, they didn't care. Because they were like renters just like me, you know. They weren't the landlord. They were elderly couple, you know. Like I said, they went to the same church as my sister. As a matter of fact, I sold her, I was sewing at the time when I lived over there. And I sold her a suit one time, me and my sister together. Yeah. Three-piece suit at that. Had the vest, you know, when three-piece suits were hot. Well, that's what I had made for her. I had made me one. I made myself two, I think. And then I made me and my sister together. She made one and for herself. And then she said the lady at the church wanted her to make her one. I said, okay. Brother, don't never tell nobody you know how to sew. They'll find something for you to sew. Or they want to, you know, they don't have no problem asking you to sew it either. Some people just, you know, thinking like sewing don't take a whole lot of time. But sewing takes a long time. Depends on what you are sewing. I mean, if you're just sewing a seam straight up and down, hey, zoo, okay, I'll sew it for you. But you want me to make you a whole outfit? Can't do it. No, I did that once. I'm not doing it no more. That water's good, y'all. Ain't nothing like a great big old bottle of H2O. And I'm going to stop jibber-jabbing because I ain't talking about nothing anyway. I wanted to show, let me see if I can show you my plant. I got to take my phone off the hook. Wait a minute. Let's see if I can put it over here. I want to show you how this plant over here is growing. I got a green thumb too. See that? That's green. Let's see now. Let's see. Wait. Hold on now. Please be patient with me. God is not through with me yet. Okay. There we go. Everything is screwed on here, y'all. This is my old phone, by the way, that I haven't used in a long time. You can tell the difference by the way it looks. See, my eyes turn red. Well, they're already red, but you know what I mean. You can see where they're itchy. Okay, here we go. We're going to look at the plants. We are looking at the plant. Let's see, now I'm a terrible photographer. Wait a minute, open the crib. See that? That's a better view right there. That thing is growing like nobody's business. Look at that. I hope I got it in there right, y'all. I'm trying my best. I'm doing the best I can do. There was a day. Hey, I think I'm getting ready to go to the store. Since I got some clothes on anyway, and it's only 6 o'clock. Don't get. Now wait a minute. Today's Saturday. Look how red I look. What the heck is going on? See, this is the phone. This is the difference in the phones. I see. I got under the light. Looks like red. Good grief! There come that Indian, I guess, in me. Well, you know, like I say, my grandmother was how that thing go now? My grandmother was a half Indian. My grandmother's mother was a Indian, I think. Some kind of Indian. And my great-grandfather was white man. We all mixed up, y'all. I don't know who I am. I don't think I know. I'm human. And on that note, I go with love, and I'll see you again soon.